Welcome to Why the Hell Are We Watching This? Season 2, Episode 3. We didn't say that Episode 2 was last week, but it was. Oh, you're not recording? You're supposed to just keep it going.
Just press record right now.
Alright, press record. I mean, it's too late. We have to already. Okay. One,
another thing.
2, 3.
West
Sing.
Virginia.
Alright, sick.
What are we talking about
cool.
for real?
We'll just wing it. We'll wing it. All right. We're
Do
going.
you guys want
we're doing
to
it.
do
We're
like a just
doing it live.
talking about whatever?
Yeah. I just want to bullshit for an hour, honestly.
We'll do it live.
And then we'll decide
great.
We'll decide what the topic is retroactively.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Welcome to Why the Hell Are We Watching This Improv session. I'm your host, Tectonic Improv, and here with me are my improvaganza specialists, Null Toxicity,
Null Improv,
Null Improv, Alex,
Improv.
and we're here to explore the beauty of language and how language forms itself as it's being spoken to generate conversation between multiple people, in this case, 3 peoples.
we should have like asked anyone last minute to come on. You guys still want to do
It's too
it?
late. No, we're in the episode. It's too much hassle. What do you guys think about like the fact that white people aren't
No
allowed to say the
politics.
N-word?
Anyone can say whatever they want. End of
So you're
discussion.
saying. What about like Asians though? Can they say the N-word?
I mean,
Judo, can I get your input on this? We're talking about language.
I feel like if it's sick and cool and there's obviously no fucky intent going on, then I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to do it,
but
do
not
it only.
also not on the podcast. We don't.
Probably not.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're not freestyling yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. We're not. I actually don't want to talk about language at all.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Cause like, what is there to talk about? Like,
I
language
had
is
I had a
cool,
big
it's the-
thing recently, but I forgot everything, so I guess it didn't matter at all.
I took an
Yeah.
improv class once. It was
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you
Involved.
learn?
What like does that even entail? Like, improv is like improvisational acting, right?
Yes. Now here's something I can talk about. So, this improv class I took, I want to say 2 years ago with my friend, and it was this weekly thing that we went to on Saturday. It was downtown at the local Civic Center Theater, where they do a lot of plays, performances, and actively host lessons for acting, for singing, and for improv. And this improv thing it was pretty much, since it was like an introductory course, it was pretty much getting you used to acting in general, just being on stage, and also some tools you can use.
All right, tools.
Some tools you can use and some things you can keep in mind to help create a scene off the top of your head with other people, like so cooperatively, and generate like a skit on the spot, for example, or like make up jokes
Much
on
like
the spot.
we're doing right now.
Like we're doing right now, except we'd play a lot of improv games. Like, all right, everyone stand in a circle, and then we have someone go in the middle and then say a line and do a gesture, and the next person has to walk up from the other end and then like start a conversation. Each line we have to switch out
So
of the
you're
people.
basically just role playing.
Yeah, it was role
It
play,
is
but
live
it's
role play.
but it's cool, and we got to do a bunch of games, skits, a lot of basic acting practice.
Man, that
And
sounds fucking sick.
It was a really cool time, and like once you break the awkwardness barrier, I mean, not completely, because we're a bunch of teenagers that were kind of like rubbing our limbs together the entire time.
Yeah.
But once you break through some of that, it becomes really fun, because like I want to keep this short, but there is a game that we played called A through Z, and what we do is that you have two people come up, and then you have to act out a scene that is that is randomly generated by pulling out cards from a hat. So yeah. And then each line that someone says has to be a different letter of the alphabet in alphabetical order from A to Z. And you have to tell,
Cool.
and the entire scene ends once you hit Z, or like once you get back to A. And we did multiple rounds of that, and doing that was a lot of fun, and got me really interested in. Well, I was already interested in like acting, drama, the entire screen, just the art of presenting your body as a thing that you can look
presenting
at.
your body to small children.
Presenting your body to small children in various ways, and I think
the old trench coat.
Yeah,
days.
and I think that taking that class not only was cool as an acting thing, but also like makes you think consciously about the way you speak in general, just as a person, and really is something I'd recommend to anyone.
You take classes like all the time though. Like, where do you even find these things?
So it's really convenient for me because my mom works at the local art college. She helps the international students not be retarded, like I mentioned on the school episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she talks to a lot of people in the college, and it just so happens that a lot of those people like work in different departments, and the art college has connections to, like, for example, the civic theater that I go to, and they give us like brochures for look at all these classes and programs you can do. And the city I'm in, just in general, has a pretty healthy arts community that you can look for these events if you want. Yeah.
What you're saying is that your success is based entirely on nepotism.
It's nepotism, but I didn't gain a position. I gained a flyer that I would not have found if it was not handed to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, you reminded me of fucking school.
Yeah. And I got free art lessons because my mom worked there. So it is nepotism. Yeah. Never mind.
You remind me of school, where we sometimes had to do fucking skits and shit.
But that's
in German
cool.
class and in English.
It kind of sucks.
I
in
always
school.
love the concept of that.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we had to do like normal skits or role plays or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like even write role plays, like, and we just had basic scene descriptions.
Yeah.
But
so
like,
cool.
It's in school, and like
Yeah.
I don't like anyone, and it's so awkward, and I'm
doing
shy.
it in school kind of probably takes the wind out of it. But like, since I had my friend who was also kind of interested in acting / comedy, and then it was like one guy and three other girls that were in the class with me, so total 6 of us. And I don't know, doing it with other people that you don't know and getting to know them I think it's a friendlier experience than like acting in front of your classmates that probably you hate or something.
Yeah, and you've already like gotten to know over a whole year.
Yeah, and like school, the one big problem is like you do so much shit, and like if you're interested in anything at all, you're fucked. Cause like everyone just goes there because they have to, and not because they like doing something.
Yeah. So I'd encourage you to
like our music classes have to do like one performance each year. Yeah. And like no one wants to do anything, and like from the fucking 30 people in a music class, like 2 people can play an instrument. It's awful.
You know, we didn't do anything like that in my school, like acting or any games like that.
Me neither.
But in my German class, we had a culture fair, and we all made a bunch of pretzels and brats.
That's awesome.
And brought them into school, and that's what we did for culture.
You brought them into school.
I brought them, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's really cool.
For the viewers in Germany, their sausages are very, very long compared to the bun.
God, I will kill you.
they have their little brötchen, and they just put the sausage in it.
No,
it's like 3 times the
like
size of the bun.
A little bit longer than the bun, or just as long. It's like a hot dog, but like with an actual bun and not.
Yeah.
Okay. And not fucking.
Oh yeah. So for me,
How
back to
could
school,
you?
really quick, I want to say that if you have an interest and you're still in school and you want to pursue that interest, you should consider doing something outside of school related to that. Like take a class, take some lessons. It's not as awkward as you think it is because you're putting yourself in a new environment. You get to meet and talk to new people, which is always a good thing, and you might enjoy it. You will enjoy it, so do it.
Yeah. Communication is key.
Yeah, I met a
some
bunch
would
of
say.
met a bunch of awesome people in my classes. I still talk to.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
I actually.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say I actually know a guy who went to college for like theater work and like sound production in theater.
Nice.
And I met a lot of people who were into like live performance through a D&D group that had him in it,
Whoa.
and it was like those people are always just sick to play role playing games
That's
with. We
awesome.
actually didn't play D&D. We played Scion, I think it was called,
Mm.
which is like it's kind of like D&D except you play as like demigods, and the
Whoa.
rules are a lot more loose because you're not human.
Yeah.
Um,
You don't have to roll for
So-
each breath or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. It was really weird during that time because I was like 16,
Mm-hmm.
and all these dudes were like 23, and I'm like sneaking out of my parents' house to go hang out with them because I don't want them to know that I'm hanging out with people that are like 8 years older than me.
Yeah.
I would like, because I didn't have a car either. I didn't get a car till I was 18, so I would be like, hey, can you pick me up like on like 5th Street in my town, and I would walk away from my house and have them pick me up so my parents didn't see some like just weird 20-something dude picking me up.
That's pretty
To,
sick, though.
to our depressed viewers, please, if you like something, don't
Do it.
don't sit in your room. Do it and fucking do stuff outside of school. Leave your room, please.
Jesus says that laziness is a sin. I'm pretty sure.
Uh,
You guys ever read that book?
Let's assume that we have, and that's true. So yes.
Sick.
do you guys think we should like do something like this more often? I feel like it would be much better for like actually people this when they discover us for them to stick around.
Dude,
like
I'm down to
they'll
do
never
this.
know what we're talking about.
Do people
I'm
discover
down
us?
to do this. Well, the thing is, I actually don't think I've announced it formally on the podcast,
Mhm.
but we're on SoundCloud and Apple Music and
Oh,
Google
shit.
Play now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
you're
forgot
right.
about that.
So, like, our discoverability is actually, like, way higher than it was before now.
True.
No, did you
Um,
fix that one episode that was just my audio?
No, I totally didn't. And I guess I should talk about it because, like, we didn't do an episode last week, or 2 weeks ago it would be. Like, I was just so sad and depressed. Like, I wasn't cleaning my room or myself or doing anything. I was just sleeping for, like, 14 hours a day and then going to work for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And Alex would be like, "Hey man, when are we doing the podcast?"
I mean-
every single day, and I would just like ignore it for like half the day, and then be like, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't awake,"
Can I defend
which was
myself?
also true. No, I'm not saying that you were doing anything bad. I'm saying that it was me.
I mean, I'm generally a shy person, but like, I really like doing this podcast and doing stuff with you guys, or from like patreon.com/bensain's Discord server.
Yeah, Ben Saint, friend of the show. He sponsors our podcast.
Shit. Now lost track.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like
don't-
pushing
don't worry
myself,
about it.
even though I'm too depressed and not leaving my room and fucking skipping school and fucking not doing anything. I want to keep doing this, and I fucking hate it if something cool is happening and then people just forget about it. Not just
Yeah.
like viewers, but like people fucking also a part of it.
It's not that I was forgetting about it. It's that I was actively dodging you guys.
No,
It's fine.
I get you.
I don't-
It's fine.
It was not. I was
just
not in a good
fucking
like
trying every day.
headspace.
No, it's
trying every day to get some updates from you.
Yeah.
It's fine, dude. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You guys know about alienating the people you care about. It's all good.
Yep.
It's all
cool.
good. We've all done that to our parents, probably.
Alex, are you still in school? What the fuck?
Well, no, but yes.
Were you in the school?
Do you still have to go to class, Alex?
Yeah.
Alex, it's
but I
July.
don't.
It's July.
It's actually the last week
Okay.
of school right now, and I'm
Wow.
not gonna go for the rest of it.
Are you gonna go to your graduation?
No.
You gotta wear the cap. Do they have the same graduation uniform
No,
over
we
there?
don't. We don't have any uniforms actually.
You guys
Thank-
just wear
not
like
even for
lederhosen.
Yeah, we all dress up as fucking Mario and Luigi. Actually,
Like
now
Italian.
that you mention it, like we don't have any uniforms for anything ever. Not even for graduation. We like never wear fancy stuff except for like a funeral.
Good, because those graduation uniforms cost at least $100 a piece.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
And I didn't go, and I didn't buy one. So fuck you.
Yeah. I dropped out of school. We already talked about school. Dude,
Yeah,
fuck school. How
we did.
Did you guys do anything interesting this week?
This week,
You went to
Um,
New York, didn't you?
I did go to New York. That was a week and a half ago, though.
What were you doing there?
So pretty much out of the blue, my one friend who goes to New York a lot because he has family there, he was just like, bro, you want to go to New York? We'll spend like 5 or 6 days there. And yeah, sure, dude. So we drove to New York, and like we took like turns every 3 hours. So we drove from Michigan, like down through Ohio, through Pennsylvania, Delaware, then New York. And once we were there, we stayed at his grandparents' house, and they don't speak a lick of English, and well, like random phrases that you can blurt out. So pretty much, I was there with them in like the heart of Manhattan's Chinatown. And what we did pretty much every day was that we just like walked around. We did a shit ton of walking. We walked around
Eat
and
ramen.
yeah, we did eat ramen. We did eat ramen. We walked
Buy
around,
bootleg shirts.
ate food. I wanted to, but I didn't actually buy any bootleg shirts.
Oh, they got some. I thought it was they only have some in like actually China.
Dude, it's New York.
Alright.
There's
If
everything
you go to
there.
if you go to like Beijing, there's some like, or no, not Beijing. What's the place that they joke about like having trap ladies? Thailand? Is that it?
Thailand, yeah.
Hong Kong?
Yeah. No, not Hong Kong. If you go to like Thailand, there are like a bunch of like bootleg shirts you can get there. It's just like Lady Boy Love
Yeah.
on the front. It's just so funny.
In Thailand, everything is bootleg. Everyone's a trap, and there are only elephants.
Even people are bootleg.
Yeah.
Like that's the tourist attraction, dude.
It
Just
kind of
going
is.
there and buying janky shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I was in New York. Pretty much, we walked around and saw anything that was cool, and just like went in and checked it out, and ate a bunch of food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. Speaking of Beijing, the friend that I went with, this guy's infamous at my school for one particular thing that he did, which is he went to Beijing over the summer or something, and then he got a shirt. You know those I Heart New York shirts?
Oh yeah, the
Does
I
it say
Heart
I heart
BJ.
fuck.
No,
Does it say
no.
I Heart
He got
BJ?
one from Beijing, and it says in the same format, I
Heart
Heart BJ.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
So good.
Friend of the show, fucking what's he called? Karl Smallwood from the YouTube channel Fact Fiend. He
Wait,
has
what's
one
his
of
name?
those.
He has one of those.
Yeah.
Dude, that shirt is legendary. It stands for I Heart Beijing, and like that's what he claimed openly to the teachers as he walked around like school wearing it proudly. And they're told like you can't wear that shirt. He's like I love Beijing, dude. What do you mean? And for like a straight week he wore that, and like I'd be sitting in history class or something, and then he'd be walking around the halls and he'd like peer in my window and like hold up the shirt and like point at it and like crack up half the class and then disappear. Yeah.
Man,
It's good
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna link a video in the description where like
Okay.
Karl Smallwood, this one guy I follow on YouTube. He's like a writer. He's like a fact writer. You know those guys, but he's
Yeah.
like actually funny.
Yeah.
And he has a video how he went to China, and he also bought that shirt, and like
Yeah.
how he met old Chinese people who never saw a white guy before and took pictures with him and stuff.
That happens all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're ever in Beijing, pick up a Heart Beijing shirt. It's for the country.
For the country. When I was like, when I was in like first grade, I had a shirt that had Stone Cold Steve Austin on it. And I guess it was like vulgar because he was like shirtless or something, and they made me turn it inside out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was very upset.
Wow.
Because I think it actually killed my spark for wrestling. It made me not enjoy it anymore.
Oh no.
School stifled my creativity
Man,
once again.
that sucks.
Yeah. Man, I had... So you know the, like... You guys play... God, what's the game with the girl... And there's another girl... And the sheep...
The sheep.
And
Sheep over the
And-
game.
and the pillow... And the afro... You guys know what I'm talking about? Catherine.
WarioWare.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
Catherine.
you guys know Catherine.
Yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah.
Okay,
Catherine.
so-
I love Catherine.
You know
I love
Vincent's...
Wario.
Vince.
You know Vincent's shirt, right?
Yes.
So my girlfriend at the time, she like made me one with like silk screening or whatever.
Whoa.
And it's supposed to say like rave, and the V is supposed to be a heart, right?
Yeah.
But like, I realized, like, after like a year of wearing the shirt, I'm like, you know, it kind of looks like it says rape.
And so you kept on wearing it, right?
No, I got rid of it because
Oh,
it was
no.
old and like faded, and I'm just like, you
don't
know,
have a picture of it
uh,
anywhere?
fuck, I'd have to like scroll through my Facebook. If I find it, I'll post it in the description or some shit.
Yeah.
It's legendary.
That fucking sound.
We're running a quality production over here at WHAWWT Studios.
What studios?
WHAWWT Studios. Yes, that's us.
Comedy Gold.
Comedy Gold. Yeah. Did you do anything interesting? Oh wait, no. I have interesting things. I'm going
damn.
to the WHAWWT tour in New Jersey
Whoa.
this
Have
weekend.
fun.
What is that?
So you remember like hardcore music?
Yeah, what about
I don't know. Ah, jeez. Like,
It's like
so when
a-
I was
is
in
it like a
high
festival?
school. Yeah, it's a festival where they get all the like post-hardcore and like pop punk bands together,
Go.
and they tour like the entire country and like some of Europe.
Nice.
But the reason I'm going, because I'm like old now, I can't be going to these things. Like teenagers go to this,
Okay.
but this is the last one they're doing.
Oh shit.
So I was like, okay, this is my chance to hop on the nostalgia train and be a teenager again. So I'm going to go listen to other grown men scream at me and mosh, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Are you just going to that
Right.
one place, or are you gonna follow them?
No, no way. I'm just
Okay.
going to New Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
Cause like it starts at like Washington, I think, or some shit, and it goes all the way down,
Damn.
and then to Texas, and then to like Florida, and then up through Pennsylvania.
Seems awesome to do that.
So it's real cool. It's a huge festival, and it's a lot of fun. If anyone's in Holmdel, New Jersey next Saturday, I'll see you there. Oh wait, no, this podcast is gonna be way out by the time I'm
Yeah.
going to have already gone by the time this podcast is out. Shit.
Yeah, we should record. We should put this out like in 2 weeks. This episode.
Yeah, it'll be out. Fucking Jesus Christ. What?
27.
It'll
no.
release on the
26th.
19th.
No. What? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So,
League, I guess.
yeah. So I went to the concert last weekend, and it was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
Wow.
Just like preemptively talking about it.
Man, it seems like being a touring musician as your full-time job has to be the coolest thing of all time, right?
It's still my dream.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
sounds so cool.
I've always wondered about the like logistics of it. Like,
Yeah.
Or the lack of.
Like, who pays who? Does the venue pay the artist, or does the artist pay the venue to be there?
I think the venue pays the artist.
No, I think the
Probably.
artist pays for. What my theory is that that's like one of the reasons that labels are still around to like handle all this shit. And how I understand it is that usually either it's like a small venue and like the artist can just play there, like for exposure, I guess, or like the artist pays the venue, but he can also make profit if enough people come.
Okay.
I don't know how like different the like DIY scene is when compared to like real music. But like how it is with the DIY thing or the DIY scene is like you can do like shows and the like these places if you're coming in from out of town they'll pay you to be there.
Yeah.
But if you're like a local, then you kind of like omit that so that like the people who are coming in from out of town can like get money, right? Because they pay by like entrant or something like that, like a certain percentage of the entrance fee.
Do you really want to talk about this, even though we have absolutely no clue about
No,
this?
I fucking love
I mean,
speculating.
it is interesting for sure.
I have a bit to say about live performances and being a musician
but
later on. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's like that, but I think a lot of like touring money also comes from like selling CDs and merch.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
I think that's like a very big amount of it. And like the biggest costs are like fucking gasoline and food.
Yeah, that's true. I actually I went with one of my other friends to Chicago like 4 weeks ago. It was more than 4 weeks ago. It was like right at the time that school was out for all the seniors in high school, and then his family was headed to see a concert in Chicago, and it was like this jazz performance. And actually, it was the band that was playing. My friend's brother was the bassist to that band, and the band is called Migration, and there's a few high-profile people in there. Most
Link
notably,
in the show notes.
yeah, mostly.
Yeah, the liner notes.
Yeah, pretty much. There's this guy named Antonio Sanchez who's the leader of the band, and Antonio Sanchez is kind of a big deal in Mexico, not as much in America, but he did like the soundtrack to Birdman, and he's just this ridiculous jazz drummer. And like I saw him live, and then after that I had dinner with his entire band, and like we talked about music and like just what it's like to be touring all the time, and I don't know, just absorbing their feel. And like after the performance they were all like, oh yeah, I have a flight to catch in like a few hours, you know. We all have flights to catch in different places, and then the next day I'm gonna catch another flight to here and here and here. Seems like if you're high profile enough, like you just get the doors just open for you, and you just get to fly everywhere and just travel everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you get to
But
a
it
certain
also
point.
probably takes up all your life, and like it can burn you out pretty fast.
Definitely, it definitely can.
My cousin's now wife's family, her like stepdad, I think he is like a pretty permanent roadie for one of it's this like super prominent black metal band that I cannot remember the name of for the life of me.
Okay.
And it's like he's just all over the place. He's like flying around. He's like, yeah, I'm in England today. All right, now I'm in China.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
He's just hanging out with the band, like eating all this like expensive food, and then he'll come back for like a month or something, and just like live at home for a while, and then he'll go back out touring with them.
Oh yeah.
Like it's really crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly what
But that's like
brother
super
does.
high. That's like super high profile.
Yeah, very
though.
very high
Like,
profile. Yeah.
You're not doing that shit if you're a roadie for
No, for-
like your
Until life.
fucking your local
For
band
for
that's
big boys
touring.
for big boys in the Texas or something. Yeah, they're not gonna catch
Yeah.
a big crowd.
Big boys in the
Yeah.
your mandolin solos.
Right. But
Man, I need to stop. I'm like kicking a cable, and it's doing the do thing.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of concerts, I saw one yesterday at the local community garden center art sculpture convention
You were
house.
so far away in that picture.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't as far like when you're actually there, but I was in like near the top rows. Since my mom works at this art college thing, they're a sponsor of the place, of this garden's place, and I got in.
Can you ask
to the
those
concert
sponsors
for free?
to sponsor a podcast, please?
Maybe if we get good enough, yeah. But I went to that concert, and it was actually the friend that I was just talking about, whose brother played in the band Chicago. His mom was actually playing, because their family is like just a bunch of jazz musicians.
Whoa.
And then his mom was playing at the concert, and I got to see her play live. And then like this big band came on, and they all wore blue suits and had a bunch of horns and yelled really loud. And it was jazz. It was jazz, pop, soul, but it was a great time. I feel like that even if might not have to be your primary occupation, but like just being able to play music live like that in that kind of scenario, like maybe a few times a week or something, or like fairly consistently, that'd be so fun, very fun.
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
I think busking would be really fun.
What is busking?
Like playing a guitar and like singing on the sidewalk for money.
Fun? It depends on where you are.
Well, like
I kind of want to do that. at
Yeah,
some
like
point.
you just like you have a free day and you just like go to a park and you
Yeah.
put your hat on the ground.
I
and
really
people
want
give
to
you
do
money
that.
to play.
If I
That's
get started
true.
Singing.
That's true, but you also need a license.
No, in most places you don't,
No, you don't.
especially in parks.
Oh, in parks maybe not, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
like if you're
yeah.
fucking sitting on the side of a freeway, like
Well, I was
you're probably
thinking-
gonna get.
I was thinking of like a bigger park with a lot of traffic, because I know at least in like Central
Yeah.
Park you need a license to play. I'm pretty sure at least.
Yeah,
Man.
I mean certain areas might have laws for it, but
Yeah, but that'd be really cool. I thought about like, what would it be like to be a street performer, and it'd be like pretty awesome, right? If you
Yeah.
did it,
Yeah,
if you
'cause
did it
it's-
correctly.
it's totally something that you could just go do like
Yeah.
on the side and just like
You could literally
Hey,
do that
I'm-
tomorrow.
yeah, like I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm gonna go fucking sit on the sidewalk and sing like acoustic versions of pop songs.
Yeah, and if you know, it's like you're practicing, but you're getting paid for it if you're at that level.
Yeah.
Very.
I mean,
nice.
I wouldn't do it unless I was like pretty proficient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't want to subject
Uh,
everyone else to subpar music, you know.
Yeah. Man, I'm buying an acoustic guitar tomorrow. Actually.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Nice. What
Um,
what is it? What brand?
It's a Walden D350.
Hmm.
It's like fucking 20 years old, but it's cheap. So
Are you buying it from a friend or something?
nah, just some dude on Craigslist.
Craigslist. Nice.
The way I see it is like I've never like I mean I've messed around with guitars before,
Yeah.
and I used to own a bass, but I never like learned it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know, if I can get some dude's like old beat up acoustic guitar and just like use it as a learning tool.
Yeah. That's the way to go. Like you
Yeah.
work your
That's-
way up. If you actually like
Yeah.
want to play acoustic, you can get.
I'm
better
not
at
gonna
it
go
later.
out and buy like a
Honest-
$4,000 Taylor guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, starting out with cheap instruments is the way to go.
Yeah, it is the way to go.
yeah.
It's not something
Yeah.
I've always done, so it's definitely the way to go.
Man,
I was gonna get some fucking it was like a super cheap one that was like made in the 90s, but like the guy didn't text me back. It was gonna be like $40, dude.
Damn.
I was so ready.
maybe if
like,
you still get it, then you have 2 guitars.
I was talking to Crack, friend of the show,
Yeah.
and it was like he's like, no man, that brand's like actually not bad. Like it's just really fucking old. It was what the hell? Give me a second. So someone talk
Okay.
while I figure out what
All
brand
right,
this
one
was.
thing I'll miss about school, the only thing, is playing in a band. I was playing trumpet in a big band and fucking
Oh,
guitar.
Alvarez. All right, continue.
And guitar in a school band and was fucking sick. That's all I've got to say.
I did saxophone, so it was fun.
I was in the marching band in high school.
Yeah, me too.
I played percussion.
Yeah, I'm moving in a while, so for college, and I really hope I can like find an orchestra or something.
I really want to join a jazz band in college or some kind of funk
Yeah.
thing, some funk thing. Yeah.
Dude, the thing with the jazz band is there's only room for one bassist, dude.
But no
no.
one plays bass ever.
Dude,
You
so-
have to be
You
So
you
that's
have to be
funny.
better than any other bassist
You
that
can have 2
possibly
bassists.
exists.
Yeah, any
Um,
other 0 bassists that exist at the college I'm going to. Probably.
I've seen an audiotree session of a band called Monobody, and it's like a weird math rock show tunes kind of thing that they're playing, and they have 2 bassists,
Whoa, that's jank.
and it souns really.
Is
really
one a
nice.
lead bassist?
I don't know. I think they.
Is
they
the
just,
other one
like,
a rhythm
switch
A
bassist?
rhythm bassist.
Yeah.
I'll link it below. It's great, actually.
Do they do dueling basses?
It's like dueling banjos, except oh no.
I think it's
Yeah.
it's actually like different from song to song. Sometimes
Yeah,
they do
probably.
like fucking sick solos, or like one plays arps or whatever, or one
Yeah.
has fucking heavy effects on.
Man,
That's
I
really
love
cool.
the bass guitar. I started back in January, so it's been 6 months, and I've been going really hard at playing. And like once you get into the meat of it, like once you get into
Yeah,
just groovy like lines that are difficult in a way that like you can manage but are still groovy as fuck, and once you start getting into like
Yeah.
slapping and like doing all these phantom mute palm hits and like breaking your fingers and literally like squeezing the blood out of your fingers, which is what I've been doing the past few days because I've been playing the Run for Cover bass line by Marcus Miller, and that shit is just full of like just intense slaps and pops, and I just destroyed my hand, but it's so fun.
I
Yeah,
got my 5-string bass at the same time roughly, but I barely play it.
It's really dusty.
I recently posted posted a picture and it's really fucking dusty.
Yeah.
Don't you like buy instruments and you put them up to your like microphone and play one note and then put it into like FL Studio?
No.
That's how it works.
I mean, I like
I
just
thought-
picking.
I thought that's what you did.
No. no.
I'm gonna talk about my music stuff at some
What
point.
you do is that you bring it up to the microphone.
No,
you
shut
play,
up.
You play 4 measures of 4 chords, and then you loop it for 4 minutes. I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
Just kidding.
I mean, I really like just picking up instruments and playing them whenever I feel like it, because I'm
Yeah.
always in my room. Anyway,
Like a big reason why I
The thing
play
is, like-
instruments a lot is that they're just there. They're just around me at all times.
What's that Chinese instrument that we were talking
Oh
about
my
that one?
Oh my
day?
god, the erhu. I still
Do you
have it.
do you have it? Can you play me a?
I still have that shit.
something real quick.
You definitely do not want to hear that awful sound.
I think the
I
podcast
want
wants
to
to
hear
hear
it.
it.
I think that we will lose all of our listeners immediately if
if it's
It's
if,
okay.
if
It's
it's
a
that,
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
if it's that bad, I'm gonna cut it out.
okay, not only can I not like I don't know how to play it, but like remembering the sensation and the sound of like that shit like going across the string, it physically gives me chills. I'm not kidding. Like every time I imagine like the texture of playing a note, I start shivering. It's not good. And
Alright.
maybe it's because mine is really bad, but it's like just that
Just
specific.
play it. Just play it. Let it speak for
I-
itself.
Man, I don't even know where it is, but like just that
Oh shit.
specific tone, just completely. It's worse than nails on chalkboard for me. So bad.
I'm gonna annoy you until you record some of you playing it and let
I don't
me
know how to
sample
play
it
it,
for
man.
a
I just know how
song.
to.
Well,
Even if it's
Well,
random
like-
sounds, I want to sample it.
we'll do like a
God.
making a music episode sometime.
Okay.
And we'll get the Arhu on that episode.
Oh, it's so bad. Can we stop talking about the Arhu? I'm like losing my composure. I'm not kidding. That shit makes me uncomfortable. It's like, oh god. I'm sure like if you played it well, if you had a quality Arhu, it wouldn't be as bad. But like even because like when I was walking around Chinatown, I saw like this dude playing it on the street, and even then from a distance, it wasn't that bad. But I could still detect that sensation.
It's like a
of,
very distinct like droning noise, isn't it?
yeah, you know, like when you think of like Chinese music, like traditional Chinese music, or like the Beijing opera,
Yeah.
they sound like it's like that, except extremely shrill, combined with like the sound of children dying and then nails on a chalkboard. That's what it sounds like to me. And playing it physically is even worse because you get to feel the vibration through the bow. Oh my god.
Perfect.
No, thank you.
How-
Don't sample that shit.
So you guys like sports? You guys like cars?
I like judo.
Oh shit.
Judo's pretty cool.
I don't know. I mean, I've followed football for a little bit because like Pittsburgh's our home team,
Yeah.
so like I've always watched it with the family, but like I'm not super into it.
I never
played
got into
table
watching
tennis for like
sports.
5 years and then quit
Oh my
because I
God,
was
dude.
bullied.
I would crush all of you in table tennis, dude.
No, you
I will back
wouldn't.
that up
I
100%.
would crush.
You don't know, no.
Dude.
You don't know my skills.
That's the no. I've played so much table tennis. against
You don't know,
people.
no. You don't know.
Dude.
You thought I'd be garbage at Melee too. At first.
Yeah, but that's you have to go into melee assuming everyone's gonna be garbage. Actually, I do the same thing with table tennis.
Exactly.
So- but the thing is I would crush you on table. I would put $10 on a table tennis match against you.
I would also put $10. I put $9 actually. I'm not that confident.
I put $11
Alright.
against
$9.
But I have played before. You know, I have a
Can't
table. I have a table.
Can't make subtle 9/11 jokes. You're not from America.
That wasn't even a joke. I would bet money on playing against you.
Okay, yeah, but I had a table for
I
years.
bet you use the fucking sandpaper paddles, dude.
Hell no, dude. I have
I bet.
custom rubber from China. I asked my mom
Yeah.
to go to China and get a specific custom paddle that was
Yeah.
tailored for my specific handedness, and I also tailored the dimensions of the paddle and the size of like the hilt and the oil.
What kind of
on
blade do you have?
a blade? It's in Chinese characters. I don't know. It's good. Okay, yeah.
Dude, my paddle has seen so much wear that it's like actually falling apart. I need to replace the rubber on it.
Yeah, I need to do that for like all of mine.
I've like torn my rubber apart from playing it so much.
I'm also probably not that good. I'm just saying, like I've been around it for a long
how much
time.
time do we have left? Like how long do you guys want to keep this going?
I don't know, man.
Like realistically, we could talk for another like 20 minutes or like 10 minutes. I don't know, Judo. What's your time?
Aren't you guys on the same time?
150.2.
150. Oh, I thought you started a new one. Okay.
No,
so,
I reset it.
yeah, so we're all at like 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Um,
I'd say like another 10 minutes is like okay. It'll give us like 50 minutes or some shit.
Sure.
let's postpone the Need for Speed Underground discussion for next
Why?
time.
Dude, what possibly could you have to say
That's
about
a
Need
lot.
for Speed that's gonna take longer than 10 minutes?
Besides, it's pretty sick, dude. Also,
It's pretty
There's
sick, bro.
honestly a lot.
also Initial D.
Initial D.
Yeah, I've been getting into cars a lot recently. Like, I like didn't give a shit about that shit at all for like years, and then
And then you dust it off your PS2. And now you're a drift
and
king.
then I found my old fucking Need for Speed Underground 2 CD and fucking.
Do you even have your license?
No, I'm taking driving lesson right now.
Do you like have to take driving lessons?
So naturally, I also subscribe to a bunch of like car channels on YouTube now, and like I saw a video talking about like where they like briefly mentioned differences about what you need to do to get a driving license. I think it was a video by Donut Media was the channel. They talked about safety or something.
Yes, or something.
Or something.
I mean, they compared Germany to America, and that like you only need like less than 10 lessons, like actual driving lessons, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, here
you don't need driving lessons where I'm at.
Yeah, here if you're 18, you can just take the test straight up.
So what you need to do here is fucking go to 14 theory lessons, which are 2 hours every time, and then take a first aid course. That's like $30, and literally like 6 hours. And then you need to take the theory test where you like allowed to have one mistake. Which is like 30 questions or something. And then you need to have like 40 or more than 40 actual driving hours.
We're not as thorough.
Okay, let me give you the gosh dang rundown for what you got through here. Okay,
yeah.
So you turn 16, you immediately do a knowledge test based on like a packet that you get. It's like, hey, what does this road sign do? Hey, what does meth do to you? Are you allowed to drive while you're taking it? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and it's very easy.
Familiar.
So you do that, you get your driver's permit. So with your permit, you can only drive if you have a licensed driver in the passenger seat for like, what is it, like 8 months or something? I don't know.
Like 6 months.
Or, yeah, 6 months. That sounds right. And they're like, you have to get 40 driving hours during that time. So what you do is you just don't get 40 driving hours.
Yeah.
And you go in, you do your road test after waiting 6 months and just not driving at all on your permit.
Yep.
And then you do your road test, and you either pass or you fail, and then you just have your license.
Also, 2 years after you get the
the
license, like in the time span of 2 years after you get it, if you make like one mistake, which like gets reported to the police, your license is gone. You have to redo it.
Damn.
I did actually know that like they were way more strict with like actual penalties. In Germany.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember where I heard this, but I think I remember something about like people don't even really like use cup holders and shit while they're driving.
Yeah.
Like they just kind of like focus on the road. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really strict, and everyone also. No one ever breaks any rules at all.
Yeah, because they know the watchful eye of the law is there. See, like here we're like applying makeup and like eating bowls of ramen while we drive, and like
I have eaten several burgers while driving. Yeah. Man,
I saw a guy the other day pulling out of the Chipotle parking lot.
Yeah.
God, we're gonna get some Chipotle today when we're done. Anyway, he pulls out of the Chipotle parking lot and he's eating his burrito as he's pulling out. Like, that is like the messiest thing on earth. Are you not afraid to get like burrito juice all over your car?
Well, it's like the tinfoil hopefully catches most of it, but yeah, that guy's got balls of steel.
That shit there's no way. 100% he gets some spillage, dude.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe
it's a rental.
Two things. I forgot one, but I hope I'll think about it. One thing. I wish burritos were a thing in Germany, or like in Europe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks ass.
The second thing is fucking... I forgot.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah. I remember it. Like, in America, automaticas are like huge, right?
Yeah. Sure.
They're becoming a lot more mainstream than they were. Yeah.
Yeah. Like every single car you see on the roads here is like manual transmission.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean,
Whoa.
I don't know if there's any reason to still use manual.
Because it feels cooler while you're doing it. I don't know.
It does feel rad.
Yeah.
But like, how you supposed to drink from your big gulp if you have your hand on the clutch, dude, or on the whatever the knob thing?
No, that makes the act of drinking even cooler because you have to like juggle it while you change. You have to like you have to lightly toss up your drink and then change
to, like, wear
gears.
a helmet with like those two cans on the side.
You have to like slouch and like push your stomach out as far as you can so you can hold the drink on your stomach and have your straw going straight into you.
Yeah, man.
You have to do the like pregnant belly thing that people do when they like push their stomachs out. I love watching skinny people do that. It's the funniest thing on earth because it just looks so damn goofy.
Nice. Great. Man, while my fucking
They
power
just look
went
like
out
pregnant
on the
skeletons,
fucking
dude.
first
Funny
floor.
as shit.
While the power went out on the first floor and the fucking router went out.
You mean last episode?
I mean
Last
last
week?
episode last week. It was awful. I was like running up and down trying to fix shit. And then I gave up and started playing Need for Speed Underground 2. And it's still on I have it still open. And I'm gonna play it when we're done, which is in a couple minutes probably, and it's gonna be great.
I mean, I'm down to just be done now, cause like I don't got shit to talk about.
You guys play gacha games?
Yeah. Oh, I
No.
love gacha games.
Dude, no.
I'm
I
playing Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm playing a great game called The Battle Cats.
Sorry, dude. I don't like Clash Royale.
That's not a gacha game.
I don't like Clash of Clans, dude.
It's not a gacha game.
I'm still playing Neko Atsume.
That's not really a gacha game either.
You're not a gacha game.
That's just the
Fucking
Japanese waste time
Yeah,
to make plushy
sorry,
skins.
I'm playing Pokemon
fucking-
Go. I'm still Pokemon Going.
That's not a gacha
Playing
game.
Grand
My friend
Blue,
code for
Grand
Pokemon Go
Blue
in the
Phantasma.
description.
Yeah, I'm also playing Grand Bibliboo Phantasmagoria. Yeah.
Did
Very
we talk
fun.
about on the show that everything Fate related is awful.
Okay, well, that's not right. Also, gacha games have been eating away my life for the past few years, and I've never spent a single dollar on them. I have been grinding
same,
free-to-play
same.
on multiple gacha games, which includes Fire Emblem Heroes, Fate Grand Order, One Piece Treasure Cruise, the Tales of Hysteria thing that I forgot.
Imagine if you spent all that time just doing something else.
Right? I know.
Imagine if you would like not grind out your waifus, but like grind
Honkai-
out skills. Actual
Honkai
real-life
Third
skills.
Impact, Love Live School. I don't like Love Live.
Instead of grinding out your Dragon Ball like gacha game, like why don't you just like practice playing bass more
And now-
with all that time?
Because not only do I practice bass a shit ton, the one I'm playing right now, Grand Blue Fantasy, is like the way it's designed. It's like it's so masterfully designed to have you always wanting to play it because there's something new to do, and it's not just like there's more than just boring repetition. There's so
I mean,
much, so many.
Auto battle is like a huge feature in most of them.
There is auto battle here, but a huge part of it is just finding intricate ways to trap you and ensnare you. But it's actually so fun to play, and I actually have it open right now, and I've been playing it for the past half an hour. But getting into the
Man, am I
appeal, getting into the appeal of gacha games, that's it's not for everyone. It's for insane people like
No,
me.
Gacha
it
game
totally
episode with
is.
Kiki at some point.
It's for
It totally
haven't
is
told
for
us yet.
everyone.
it's for 0% of people except for me.
And me.
It's for everyone because like your brain likes to see the flashing lights and the spinning wheels and the.
But no,
and
but
you
there's
like to get that
so much
dopamine rush.
there's so much more than that. I know exactly what you mean. I've gone through many games like that. But like how
I
you
can have my
actually
Fire
get someone to
Emblem waifu in my
But-
phone.
But it's actually there's how you get someone to play a game for longer and for a longer amount of time, like in general. It's more than just the instant gratification, the dopamine rush of seeing the bright numbers flash up and seeing the PNG picture of your waifu flash up on your screen when you roll the 2% chance to roll and whatever. It's more than just that.
Fuck yeah.
It's like you design a game to have incentives to come back constantly and play constantly, and you wrap them viciously in like this entire experience, and that's what I'm in the middle of right now.
I mean, I was joking about it, but like I actually did have a huge Clash Royale kick,
yeah.
and like that actually has a pretty similar thing where it's like totally pay to win, like all mobile games are.
I'm still
But-
playing it sometimes.
in,
But,
GBF,
like-
in GBF, it's not like that. Not like that.
But it totally is, dude. There's no way it's not.
No,
But
no, I can
anyway,
explain to you why it's not. Okay.
Hold on, I don't care. I literally don't
Man,
care.
Judah, you're so passionate about it, but
In Clash,
the more you talk about it, the more evil they seem.
No, it is
There-
evil. But go ahead.
there's like a ladder system, and you're just incentivized to play more games and become better because you're actually playing against a human opponent.
It's like fucking CSGO competitive mode.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
It's like what?
And also inside of clans now. So it's not just the global ranking, but like inside your fucking friend group or whatever.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. I only care about the real rating, dude.
I said it's like fucking competitive games like CS:GO.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, it is. It is in that like, I don't know. You build your deck, and that's like your team, and you get your like cards on like randomly as you play new cards. You get a new one, and you put it down, and it walks across the board, and each card has a special effect.
Yeah.
And your goal is to kill their towers, right?
Yep.
So it's like tower offense.
Man,
It's not tower defense.
why
It's
did
both- it's
tower
both.
defense games die? They were so fun.
They peaked at Bloons Tower Defense. But also, GBF, you can't just buy your way to victory. It's a lot more than that. In order to get good, you have to actually spend time and plan a lot beforehand. Anyways, that's it. Yep.
Why couldn't they just like do both?
What do you mean?
Can't you pay money to like get like time boosts?
Time boost? What does that mean?
You get more time. Like
No. You can't buy back the time you're wasting playing this game.
no, you buy extra time.
What? No.
Like you pay them $5 and you make it so that your 5 minutes of work was actually worth 10 minutes.
No,
of
you
work.
can't. You can't do that. You can't.
Oh.
You cannot even do
How
that.
do they make money?
They make money because you can buy to roll for these characters, right? And the
Okay.
characters will are advantageous to be on your team in the long run, but that's not what gives them actual power. Like what gives you actual power is working on your fucking weapon grid, and that is something you need to grind from the dust up over like months of just hard grinding all the way up until you have a great grid, and then you will finally do damage. You can't buy. There's no way to buy that, and it's something that requires intense
Is there, like, a best
dedication.
character.
What? There's a tier list, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything if you don't have the correct resources to use them, and each character has its downfalls too. Yeah, so you can't buy your
So
way to
there's-
the top.
There's no fox in this game,
There kind of is, but I
and you
think
can buy fox.
I
in
think
this
they
game.
nerfed her. It's RNG, but
I mean, you can buy a chance to get fox.
you can buy a chance to get Fox, which is 3%.
Is
It's-
Animal
it's like-
Crossing Pocket Camp a gacha game?
It's
No.
it's like Overwatch. Like you can buy the loot boxes to get the good skins.
Okay, yeah, but rolling a great shiny character doesn't mean you'll be good. That's what I'm saying. In order to be good, you have to actively put time into it, and like the giant engine of events and like shit to do constantly. All the content that comes out will always keep you coming back, and that's why my life is done. Also, in order for it to be a gacha game, it has to have some element of pulling from a pool of things to get one shiny thing. That's what gacha
You can
means.
do that now. You can get like lucky prizes.
But
Like
that
a
should be
judge.
like that's like the main mechanic. That should be like what your goal is.
Yeah.
Like your goal is to
Yeah.
accrue funds.
Gacha
to
games
roll.
are like essentially gambling, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Which
So like
is really weird because like Japanese gambling laws are like super strict,
Yeah,
right?
there's
But
a
they
lot
just
of-
allow
doesn't
these
it, like,
gacha machines
Didn't
all
it,
over the
like,
place.
originate
Yeah, it's really
from like
fucky.
Korea and shit.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But yeah, Japan's laws on like
Because you know,
online media are kind of fucky.
like Smash in Japan.
Yeah, I know.
They
I know about it.
Did I tell you about? Oh, I'm gonna tell the podcast.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you, Judo.
Well, I know about it already. Right?
Yeah, like they can have tournaments, but they can't have cash prizes because they consider Smash tournaments gambling.
So gay.
And because they're like might be underage people at the Smash tournaments, they just don't allow it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, how do you consider a tournament gambling? Like
Yeah.
it's very much like a test of skill.
Yeah, that's a. There's a lot of deep Japanese things that are hard to break. A lot of ties that bind. So,
I'm
yeah.
done. I'm done talking. I want to go get Chipotle like
So,
really
yeah.
bad. I'm so hungry.
I actually really want a burrito. Now that ever since you said the word Chipotle, I really
Do you want to go to Chipotle with me together but separately after this?
I kind of do. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll send pictures.
Yeah, send
I'm not
pictures
sure if I
of
will
us,
though, but I might.
Anything
happen.
you guys want to plug? Anything you're
yeah,
working on?
fucking go on Apple Music and search WHAWWT and find our podcast and rate it up because that'll get us views and like it's the best way for us to get noticed because reviews on Apple are actually like really good for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, give us a review, dude. Just go and praise us, dude. It'll be sick.
Yeah.
For me, look forward to my new manga that is gonna come out. I swear, my new
One Piece
visual
2.
novel that I swear I'm making. Please read One Piece, my love.
Two piece.
2 Piece.
The sequel.
Await 2 Piece, and later on, if 2 Piece does well, even 3 Piece. Now, also follow me on
3
Twitter, I guess, at the Moving Pens, which is something I should change soon.
Three piece the reckoning.
After 2 Piece electric,
Yeah.
2 Piece 2 electric boogaloo, we have 3 Piece record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow me on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/alex's.
So yeah, follow me on Twitter. I post random thoughts that are not worth your time, and maybe art once I feel brave enough.
That's really
That's
check
about
my
it.
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Um,
Follow my Twitter at null toxicity if you want to see like pictures of anime girls with guns. 'Cause I retweet those all the time.
oh,
Do you
also,
actually? I don't see those.
I forgot something. Huge announcement. We have a Patreon now. Go to patreon.com/bensaint to support us.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.
When you think about it, a podcast is a comic, but just like Audible.
No, that's not what it
Sponsored
is
by
at all.
Audible. By the way,
That's
sponsored
not
by Audible.
remotely
Yeah.
close to what it is.
Audible. All right. See you guys later.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
Yeah.
Goodbye.